Hi everybody, it's Feb. I am in Narath and I'm doing the two new quests this year for the Oceansfull event. Last year it was the introduction of the event itself, a new little holiday, and this year we've got two wee quests. This one is at Commonland Docks. And there's the evil Guildhall. Looks fabulous, doesn't it? So the first guy is this little dude, Bin. He's an othmir. And he tells me I need to go and find somebody, basically. And my reward will be 3 gold conch shells. So, I've done this already on a previous Feb, and actually that reminds me, this one can't breathe underwater. She's a baby, and she never gets played, literally. Never gets played. So, Totem of the Otter so I can actually breathe. Hey, I'm getting better at swimming. I've just got to find him. And he's a bit of a bugger to find, I thought. When I was looking for him earlier on a different Feb, I couldn't find him for the life of me. Okay, should be this way somewhere. It was in a big dip, that much I do remember. Oh, but clamshells. These are the clamshells that were added last year, and basically you get a little present. Some of them are really nice. This painting, look at that, that is beautiful. So yeah, I will show you all the rewards when I'm done, if I'm ever done. It doesn't help that I get so turned around underwater. I'm bad enough on land. This is known. There we go, there he is. Bloomin' Book doesn't turn up until you're on top of him. Your friend Bin sent me to help you. Oh, she wasn't worried about that. She was worried something had happened to you. Okay, so he's safe now, and now I need to collect these golden shells. And basically, every now and again, a random event will happen, and an inking octoyog is attacking me. And this will be fun, because I am using baby spells. Like baby spells. And coercers are not exactly known as a tough class. She's got mainly apprentice spells and level 50 gear, so you know. Oh man, please don't attack me every single time. Thanks, go away. Ooh, goodies. They are going to attack me every time. Well, that's unlucky. I'm just hitting buttons because I don't actually know how to play this class at all, as is pretty apparent, I should think, to anyone who actually does play a coercer. I'm like, what the hell is she doing, and why is she using those spells? Well, I thought it'd be fun to... Oh, there's one. To let her come out for a change. Mounted ship's wheel, that's one of the items from last year. What they've done this year is included about half a dozen or so of the old presents from the clamshells from last year, and then added a buttload of new ones. And some of them are a bit meh, and some of them are amazing. Ooh, a twitching tentacle, just what I always wanted. So, one of the things they've introduced this year is some building blocks, recipes for a building block. You'll find, by the way, that you can't just go from clamshell to clamshell and click on each one. You have to wait a bit so that, you know, if there was any other players here, everyone would be able to get a turn. But, you know, just hang around for a minute. Doesn't take long. Oh, another ship's wheel. Boo! So yeah, like I say, oh, she's going away from the land. They've added building blocks, and I'll show you what you can make with them. It's the usual scenario of half blocks, full blocks, arches, windows of every kind, stairs, railings, you know, the usual. But they're really nice. I can see all sorts of fabulous things being made by clever people with those. So back to, oh no, it's back to Mior. Thank you, thank you. And the other quest, which is also just a baby quest, is in Calathin at the nursery. If you're an evil character, then you won't be able to travel straight to the nursery. You'll need to travel to Greater Fadar. But if you're a goodie, then it's no problem. And the guy is down by the water. There he is, got his feather on his head. And this is one where you have to go out and attack the children of Praxis. And you've got a choice of these 3 items. This is the one I've been getting. I love that, and it gets absolutely blooming enormous. I imagine you can make a tent out of that, or a little house. They get really gigantic. So all along the coastline you'll find attacking, whatever they're called, these people. You have to be absolutely on top of them before you can target them. They'll attack you first. And you need to clear out 8 of them. God, my hot bars are such a disgrace. I actually forgot I can't cast when I'm moving. She's too low level for that. Four down. I'm looking at these icons thinking, what does that do? Perhaps I should have done this on a character where I actually know what I'm doing. But luckily it doesn't matter. You don't have to be an expert to be able to do these quests, obviously. They're not hard. I should do this on land. My water breathing's about to expire, I reckon. Check me out, about to ding 280. Okay, so that's all done, and now I just need to repair the shrines. And these are broken shells, basically, that you'll find along the coastline. Pretty. Okay, so that's it for the quests. Simple as that. Whee! Oh, 281. There we go. All done. Okay, so I'm not sure if this fab actually has access to the dungeon. You can see here I've got listed all my warehouses, and there are a lot. It's ridiculous. She doesn't. Okay, well, she hasn't been out clamming really either, so I'll switch to Feb and then I'll take you into the dungeon and you'll be able to see them all. I've made all the building blocks and I've got all the items. I don't think there was anything that I didn't get. It probably took me about maybe 70 clams opening up this morning to get the building blocks, and once I'd got those I just stopped because it was, you know, I'd had enough of it by that point. But you know, I was glad to get them. I don't think I'll bother on the others, on the other carpenters. Obulus Frontier is where I've been getting most of my clams because I found that not very many people come here. Obviously they will now, I've said that, but I found it very quiet. Also, a return from last year, the purple shinies, you'll find them all around the celebrators. So, dungeon. This one, Easter, Brittlebane and Oceansfull. I tend to organise them, not always, but you know, just generally by holiday because I find that's quite useful. And then, you know, as long as I remember what item came from what holiday, then I'm good. I don't always, I have to say, to be honest. I'm quite often faffing around trying to find things. Ugh, zoning time in there is pretty bad. Here we go. So, yeah, just ignore all the Easter eggs. These are from last year. These weird things. Coastal Guardian plushies, and they get pretty big. But they're really good for fish tanks and things. The dancing othmir, I haven't got any of those this year. Or these seashell baskets, so I'm assuming they're not back. But these are new. These corals, I mean, whoa, at the size they get. These mermaids, they're pretty fab. These shells, they are so nice, pearlescent shells. They also get enormous. These are from last year. These noisy bloomin' turtle things are back. And these bowls, also, they're back this year. Very attractive things. So they're useful for all sorts of water effects. The mounted ship's wheels are back. As are the swimming othmir. And these are new. The closed clamshells. As are these beautiful salmon coloured corals. They are really nice. And these pictures. They do get pretty big. So that's the quest reward. Look how big that gets. Absolutely giant. It's really pretty though, very attractive. And look at these little bubbly things, aqueous temptations. So they're like shinies, but bubblies instead. And that's as big as they get. They're not particularly huge, but you know, for fish tanks and things, they'd be awesome. As would these things. Look at this. Aqueous Sentinel plushie. That is Really cool. I just love this item. Whichever dev thought that up. Thank you. It's genius. There's some crabs. These weird looking things, which can't imagine what I would ever do with one of those. They're very cartoony and fugly. These are the gold shells, the reward from the Common Lands quest. And these are from clams. And they too get absolutely enormous. You could build a blooming house inside one of those. And look at these are so nice. Oceansfull dais, they are very pretty. I love this effect. And then onto the building blocks. So this is what the floor tile looks like. It's kind of bubbly. It loses its definition the bigger it gets. As do they all, I guess. They are very attractive though. So yeah, I mean, all the usual tall window frames in a narrow divider, square window frames, tall dividers, just lovely, and columns and blocks. Look at that for a block, that's awesome. So there's a ready-made fish tank right there. So I think that covers everything. Those are all of the items that I found. I hope you've enjoyed looking at them with me, and I will see you soon in another video.